First at 4, President Obama visited Kansas Tuesday. We will have full coverage of why he was here and what he spoke about.
And also, a day that lives in infamy might be slipping away in the minds of our generation. All that and more coming up next. Ingber, thanks for joining us.
President Obama visited Kansas Tuesday afternoon to deliver a speech about the state of the U.S. economy. KUJH-TV's Lisa Andersen has more on the story.
Tuesday afternoon, President Obama visited Osawatomie, Kansas, a small town about an hour southeast of Lawrence. Obama said he chose Osawatomie partly due to a famous speech given in the city in 1910 by former President Theodore Roosevelt, which called for a new nationalism.
It was here in America that the most productive workers, the most innovative companies turned out the best products on earth.
Obama hit on topics including the growing gap between the upper and middle class, as well as the changes to the middle class over the years.
For most Americans, the basic bargain that made this country great has eroded.
The speech took place in Osawatomie's high school gym and was coordinated by volunteers. Volunteer and KU graduate student Abby Hodgkin enjoyed the speech and its connection to history.
I actually went and read President Roosevelt's speech because I was interested to see what he had to say and then compare it to what Obama had to say. I like that link to history, and obviously to have the president in Kansas is a really big deal.
The high school gym filled with nearly 1,100 people on Tuesday, although classes were still in service. Students of the Osawatomie School District were able to watch the speech via satellite, and a few lucky students were able to win lottery tickets to the event. Obama met KU basketball coach Bill Self before his speech and flew out to Kansas shortly after 2 p.m. Lisa Andersen, KUJH-TV News.
There was more to President Obama's Tuesday speech in Osawatomie than meets the eye. KUJH-TV's Juliana Tidwell has more on the event's preparations.
Although President Obama's Tuesday speech was only about 1 hour long, preparations for the event began much earlier. Visitors and Kansas residents began camping out Saturday and Sunday for the chance to hear Obama speak. Osawatomie business owner Victor Simmons was one of those who waited in the cold.
Me and my oldest daughter weathered the overnight stay for 14 hours on Sunday, and yeah, we all got tickets.
Photo IDs were required for ticket pickup. The small town of 4,000 people endured an increase in security as well. Mayor Dudley said the town braced for the possibility of up to 20,000 visitors, and the police force of 13 officers sought help from neighboring counties. Along with the increase in officers, event volunteer Abby Hodgson, a graduate student at KU, says extra security was in place.
They came in early and they swept the building and the gym with bomb dogs and the like, and they've been here. They have imported a lot of security, plus they have Secret Service, and then everyone that's coming into the facility has to go through the metal detectors and have any of their bags checked and everything.
Umbrellas, signs, or banners were not permitted inside. Police, Secret Service, and emergency response teams were on site for the speech. Juliana Tidwell, KUJH-TV News.
With the president's visit, KUJH-TV reporter Neam Gambir asked some KU students what questions they would ask Obama if given the opportunity.
What is his plans to help out those who are impoverished?
What his #1 goal for maybe his next term would be if he's reelected?
What does he plan to do about public education? What do you believe is the #1 major problem within our government today?
I would ask him what he plans to do if he gets reelected.
When we return, we'll hear from a student organization that is worried about the remembrance of Pearl Harbor.
And later, Tyler Amble will be here for our weather forecast. Stay tuned.
That's it.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. You'll discover healthy and loving animals, just waiting to become a part of your family. Believe in the spirit of the season. Adopt your new buddy from a shelter today. Find out more at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back. Today is the 70th anniversary of the Pearl Harbor attacks in 1941.
However, this historic event in U.S. history may be fading from the memories of today's youth. KUJH-TV's Izat Mali has more on the story.
This day 70 years ago marked the devastating attack by the Japanese on the U.S. naval base in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The day that is remembered by many as one of the first attacks on U.S. soil has shaped the way society is today. According to Vice President of the KU Collegiate Veterans, Jake Robinson, like the 9/11 attacks in 2001, the attacks on Pearl Harbor were very important to all Americans at the time. Despite the flags being half-mast today in honor of the attacks, today's generation may be forgetting the importance of the attacks on this country.
So it is something that's kind of unfortunately fallen out of kind of our consciousness.
With 70 years in the rearview mirror, Robinson feels that the daily tasks of a college student during this time of year could potentially be causing the younger generations to slightly forget the importance and history of December 7th, 1941.
Unfortunately, it's kind of a lousy excuse, but you know, it's finals next week and everybody has term papers and it's really busy.
There are not any major events or memorials remembering the attacks on our country 70 years ago in Lawrence, but the KU Collegiate Veterans Group will be holding their usual meeting tonight, but will have some veterans from the attacks on hand. Izat Mali, KUJH-TV News.
A local Ace Hardware is supporting a new way to stay environmentally friendly this holiday season.
KUJH-TV's Nicole Levin brings us the story.
People are going green this holiday season by using LED Christmas lights. Assistant General Manager of Westlake Ace Hardware, Mitch Mitchell, explains the environmentally friendly technology.
The way they're made requires that they use a lot less energy. Also, the way they're engineered ensures a longer life. So you get the value of saving on electricity, and you get a product that lasts a long time.
Westlake Ace Hardware Department Manager Lauren Dolezal says that although many people still use the conventional incandescent bulbs, customers are replacing their holiday decorations with LED lights that look like the conventional ones.
People will be replacing them with the LED, which also comes in a C9 shape, so it looks like the old big 2-inch bulb.
Although LED lights are slightly more expensive than incandescent lights, some people are willing to spend the extra couple dollars for lights that will last up to 10 times longer than the conventional ones. With all the heat used in the winter, electric bills tend to be pretty high around this time of year. KU student and Lawrence resident Jessie Lewis says she invested in LED Christmas lights to avoid having an unusually high electric bill this month.
Well, we decided to get LED Christmas lights because I live with 12 girls, so we always are leaving lights on and our energy bill is just naturally really high. So with the LED Christmas lights, we're saving energy, they last longer, so hopefully our energy bill won't be as high.
Nicole Levin, KUJH-TV News.
Well, Jay, it was really, really cold today waking up this morning.
Indeed it was, and you know, one day it's cold, the next day it's, it's a little bit warmer. Who knows what we can expect?
That's Kansas for you.
Let's send it over to Tyler Amble in the Weather Center to find out what we can expect this finals weekend.
Well, guys, you hit it. That seems to be the trend. It's been all December long, and there's a chance possibly tomorrow night for some of that white stuff that fell Monday night. We'll look into that later on. But as we see right now, as you can see the radar, there's a little light band of snow over in the Nebraska, northern Missouri area. That has zero effect on our actual forecast. Right now we've got clear skies. It should be a beautiful winter afternoon. Maybe get outside. I saw a couple people playing tennis on my walk over here earlier. But let's take a look as there they are. There's the current system.